Here's something I do with these horses quite a bit, especially on Sundays when I don't um, really want to work them 7 days a week. So I still touch them, but I kind of just use it to see where I'm at. We want these horses to draw to us. We want these horses to not be afraid of us. We don't want to force ourselves on them. We want it to be their choice to be with us. That's part of the deal out here. A lot of these troubled horses and horses that's never been touched, they don't want to draw up to you. So I'll kind of show you how I'll spend a work like this, at least one or two, with every horse that comes out here. And if it has value to you, then good. It's just something I do. I'll take this. She doesn't want to come out of her stall. That's okay too. Remember, today's not about forcing them to do anything. I want these horses to be brave enough to come on out without a halter on their head. They're funny. Sometimes they don't want to leave that stall because that stall's a comfortable spot for them. And this is all part of it. They got to feel comfortable enough in their environment and in their world that it's just easy for them to be a horse, if you will. And she's just kind of standing there. Since nobody's telling her what to do, she doesn't know what to do. And that's a pretty common problem, really. Ask yourself, do you spend all your time telling your horse what to do? You might find that the answer is you've made the horse kind of helpless, sort of. I don't know what the word would be. This big horse here can be touchy. She came from Stardust Horse Rescue and not got too much confidence, a little overreactive, just some. Hey, she's come a long, long ways. We've had her here for a week. And she's waiting for me to tell her what to do. And I ain't gonna. This tells me quite a bit about this horse. The confidence issues that we've been working on all week are still a work in progress. It's almost like they get institutionalized, like a prisoner in a prison. I don't like that. Makes me feel bad. See if I can help her make a choice here. Now, if we had her confident enough, she would have just walked on out. A lot of these horses, people don't even realize they're kind of shut down mentally, and so they don't move. And then they go from not moving to overreacting. So what I want to do with her is just have her look at me and have enough confidence in me to come up to me and so I can pet her. And I'm using a stick and a flag so that I don't have to be as close to her. Sometimes just by adding your body to the equation puts a lot of pressure on him. And you can see she's not very confident, and a lot of the issues that this horse was having are directly related to her not having enough confidence in herself to just be. If you could imagine a human being like that, how much it would be hard to live that way. And I don't think these horses like this are happy. I don't think horses like to live in trouble. I think they like it peace, confidence, maybe even I don't know the word, the ability to coexist with human beings without being worried about the repercussions of that. So what I want her to do is look and engage with me. I can walk up to her and put a halter on her, but I want her to walk up to me and engage with me. Her choice. So I'll get her attention and I'll take that away. There you go. And I don't want to chase her. She acts like she just wants to go back in her stall. I'll let her look. her to engage with me. Draw to me, if you will. And since today is just an easy day, I want her to know that she can be, that she can engage, and not do anything except be with me. I want her to look. She's doing everything in her power right now to not engage. I want to prove to her that she can engage and not have to do anything. I want her to have some trust in me to the point where I have value to her. And I can provide her comfort. In the stall, she's easy to catch. And then when I bring her out here, I've got a halter on her head. She's easy to get along with. I want her to choose to be with me today. It's kind of funny. You put a halter on their head, and they will learn to give to that. But if you don't get this lesson here, putting a halter on their head can be problematic. She's just defending herself. She's just doing what she's used to doing. And what she doesn't understand is just as soon as I make contact with her and touch her, I'll put her back. I'll turn her loose. She's expecting to get trained on, get fixed. I want her to just let me in. Trying to get her attention. If she'll just look at me, this will go away. They learn to live the way they learn to live by how they're exposed. I'm not going to try to stop her. I'm not trying to catch her. I want her to catch me. There is a difference. And this will go a long ways towards helping her coexist with humans in a different way. She knows how to coexist with humans in the way that she knows. We'll let her get a little drink here. I'm going to prove to her that this anxiety that she's carrying around with her is unnecessary. There. Hi. Hi. How's it going? You don't have to run from me, big girl. I'm just trying to stay in front of her. This behavior right here, she has a full tank of water in her stall. I think that she's just doing that so that she can shut me out. Horses can only think of one thing at a time. So when this horse is looking away, I'm invisible. And like I said, I can go in the stall and catch her. Put the halter on her head. I can work her around here. But when you take the halter off, what you get is the truth. And it ain't always what you want to see. I want her to engage with me. And I ain't trying to stop her. I could get over and block her. This is the opposite of trying to make her like me, if you will. I want her to choose to be with me, and if she decides that she's got to run and stampede off, in this particular lesson, in this particular situation, me stopping her is not what we're trying to work on. That's what we're trying to work on right there. That right there is the most confident thing that she's did since we turned her out of her stall. She's interacting with her environment instead of having her environment dictate to her what she has to do. That's huge, especially for a horse that's insecure and afraid. Hi. Hi. Now she's actually interacting with everything. It's like a switch flipped. keep this pointed at her, but I'm not trying to block her with it. I want to keep it up here where she can see it and get curious about it. Can she draw back in here? Like that. Like I said, this whole deal is just about her making decisions and me proving to her that it's okay. Whatever she feels like she has to do. And you got to get this part of it. If you're working with a troubled horse, it's not just physical. You got to get the mental part also. Mental, physical, and emotional. Those three parts have to be fixed at the same time. And if you'll notice, I haven't been chasing her around. I've been presenting myself and waiting for her to choose a different path. Kid. Hi. And you can see where, if we were trying to stop all that, it might be a little scary, huh? She's had people try to stop that behavior, and that's how she is used to being. If we take that away, now she has no plan B. Plan B is you come up and get a pet. Right there. That's plan B. She reached out to it, nothing happened. Now her mind is going to be blown because she's not used to being that way. That's the door in. Now, if I could get her to draw a step to me, that would even be better. Now, can I pull her to me another step? This is the first time since we turned her loose that she's actually engaged with us. There it is. believe it or not, working with troubled horses, they don't want to come up and engage with you because they've had trouble. I don't know who caused the trouble. That's beyond the scope of what I do. My job is to dance with who I took to the party. It's how I help these horses. If this horse didn't want to come up and engage unless it had a halter on its head, I'm missing a big chunk of that horse that I absolutely have to fix, and I need it. I want this horse to know that I can provide peace and comfort if it will interact with me. It's way too big to try to subdue. That's a good girl. And like I said, I put the halter on her and move her around with the halter on her head. That is not the same thing as her choosing to be with me. I want her to come up to me another step. But I want it to be her choice. And without this, you only have half a horse. If you only have a horse that will touch you because it thinks it has to, where's that part of where they choose to be with you? Just like that. Now I don't know how long this connection will last, but as long as it's there, I'm gonna pet her. All I want her to do is just interact with me. I don't want her to run back there to her safe spot. I want her to come up to me. I put too much pressure on her for where she's at. Every horse is different. But if I walked up there to regain that connection, I just chase her off. She knows how to run away from people. What she doesn't know how to do is draw to us. Get her attention again. There, I'll pull her. We go up here and get her attention again. There. That's what Plan B is. Plan B is interact with us. We're going to pull her this way. Right there, like that. And then we're going to interact with her in a good way. This whole deal is her understanding or figuring out that she gets to make a choice. Our job job is to teach her to make choices that are mutually beneficial to both of us. Can we pull her some more? I got my invisible rope on her and I'm pulling her like crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah. And she gets a pet. If they want to be with you, you can help them. If they don't want to be with you, you're down to force. And she's way too big to force. But look at her. She's still engaged. That's a good thing. I don't know. The connection is not as strong as it will be. But the connection is there. For now. And that's all I wanted to show her today. Engage with me. There's comfort at the end. Yeah. Bye.